Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you see? Okay. So good afternoon to everyone. Today we're happy to see, first of all, we're happy to see you on our webinar, on our online seminar. Our seminar will be devoted to the topic developing students' communicative skills. You can see the topic on the slide. And starting with, I want to tell you about, first of all, the main rules of our seminar. Start with the introducing yourself via chat box. Please write your name, the name of your school. Then one of the most important rules, so please mute your microphones, please, to avoid distracting speakers with different sounds. Then if you have any questions, you can type your questions in the chat box also. And after the session, we can try to answer all the questions. So, and of course, try to participate in the session actively in theoretical and in practical part as well. So, by the end of this session, I hope that you will learn what apps to use to improve your students' communicative skills and how to apply them during your online or offline lessons. And before we go to the theoretical part, so first of all, I just want to ask you what techniques, what methods do you usually use to develop communicative skills of students during your lessons? So please share quickly your ideas. You can speak or just type, please. Let's start communicating. So I want just to hear you. I want to listen to your ideas. What do you usually use? So please, quickly. So someone, how do you develop communicative skills of your students? So teachers, be active, please. Just maybe some of the opinions, one or two, group work. Okay, thank you. Any other approaches or any other techniques that you usually use? So maybe anyone can tell, switch on your microphones. Role plays. Okay, interesting. Any other? Think, pair, share. Okay, good, thanks. Short dialogues. Maybe someone wants to speak, wants to tell us briefly about your experience. So, and one more question that I want to ask you. What principles do you consider the most important in developing communicative skills of students? Maybe someone wants to answer? What principles for are the most important for you in developing communicative skills? So please, teachers, be active. Share your ideas. So you can also type the answers in the chat box. And don't forget about one of the rules, mute your mics, please. Okay, so what are the principles? So these are, we suggest you to think about these 6 principles of communication. One of them is dignity. It means that you need to respect each of the student, and of course you will be treated in the same way. So you need to listen to understand, listen to other students, and the students also need to listen to each other in order to come to a conclusion. So consider all perspectives equally. Then ask questions. It's better, of course, to ask questions, whether remain without any answer for the rest of your life and do not know the answer. Disagree. Don't be afraid to disagree, and you need to teach your students to do this. If you have a different point of view, students should respectfully share it. And while it may be easier to agree, the best leaders are those who are unafraid to share their insights in the face of opposition. And we need to teach our students to be leaders in the future, of course. And it's okay to change your mind. So progress is impossible without changes, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. So if you can add something, you can of course type in the chat box. Continue these principles, maybe your own ideas, and while you are typing, my colleagues, I hope, continue, and they will tell you about different apps that we implement during our lessons to develop communicative skills of our students.
Okay, well, do you all hear me well? Is it okay? The sound?
Yeah. Yes,
yeah?
yes.
Okay. So good day, dear colleagues. My name is Aida Manasova. I'm an English teacher at г.Костанай. And here, the very first application that we would like to introduce to you is WordWall. Actually, WordWall is a great way to create your own teaching resources. And with the help of this application, we can create both interactive and printable resources. Yeah, interactives can be played on within your own device. It can be your laptop, your computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone. And printables can be downloaded as a PDF file and can be printed out. So you can use these printables as handouts within your face-to-face teaching. Next slide, please. So what WordWall gives us, yeah? Actually, WordWall has a lot of features, and one of them is creating activities using templates. So the templates on the WordWall are of various types, and we can see some familiar classic templates such as quiz and crossword, and at the same time you can find some arcade style games like maze chase or airplane. And also you can even manage your classroom using the seating plan. So this is the very thing that WordWall gives us. Also, you can switch your templates. So let's say you once created a maze template and you want to change it into, let's say, a seating plan, or it can be crossword. So with the help of one click, you can change your templates. This actually saves your time, and it's a great way of differentiation and reinforcement of your class activities. Also, you can edit any activity that you have. It also saves your time. With the help of WordWall, you can set assignments to your students. So activities can be used as a student completed assignments. So you just send that link to your students, and they are directed right to that one activity without visiting the main page. Yeah, this feature can be used both while in class teaching and during the online teaching. The one thing that I like about WordWall is an opportunity to share with your teachers, with your colleagues. So any activity that you create within WordWall is public, and this allows you to share with your teachers, with your colleagues, and share your own teaching experience. Also, these activities can be embedded on any website, and you can also create multiplayer games. So this is a format when the students from your class all together can visit that activity and complete it simultaneously. And at this stage, you can always control their actions. So how to use word wall to practice speaking? It is very, very easy. There are quite a few templates that can be used for developing speaking practices. So for example, random wheel or open the box. So you need to prepare discussion questions, create an activity on the official site, wordwall.net, pick a template, put your instructions, your title, questions there, and your activity is ready to be used by your students. So you see two examples here. This is an open the box template and random wheel. So both can be used for practicing speaking. On this slide, colleagues, you can see some useful links regarding word wall. So you see tutorials in both in English and in Russian languages. So you can visit these links. Also, features and common questions are available on the official site of WordWall and public resources on the given link. So using a word wall is very easy as 1, 2, 3. So firstly, you need to pick a template, then you enter your content, then you print out your activities or just play on the screen. So next. Next will be by another teacher, yeah?
Yeah, good afternoon, dear colleagues. Do you hear me? Just let's check the sound.
Yes.
Okay. Let me introduce you the app that is usually used for speaking in our practice. The name of the app, as you see here from the slide, it is Flipgrid. Let me tell you a little bit about this kind of application that is usually used by teachers for organizing some kind of discussions, but discussions not like ordinary discussions at the lesson. That's usually video discussions. And that will make your lessons more fun and supportive, and that will make your students more involved in the discussion than other ordinary lessons. Yeah, and usually this kind of application is used not only in traditional one but in distance learning also. And this website is very easy to understand. For tutorial, we suggest you now to watch a very short video with the explanation. After that, we'll continue speaking about it. There is no sound. Thank you, Ma. Okay, thank you for sharing the video. Can you show us the next slide, please? Okay, now I'm going to tell you about several ways to use this kind of application in the classroom. As you see from the next slide, there is the list of the ways how to use. Yes, the next slide, please. How to use the Flipgrid at the lesson, but I would like to stop at some of them, which are more interesting, I guess, for any teacher. For example, supporting absent students, we usually have got some situation when students are absent, and that will be great opportunity to support him by what? By asking his classmates or peers to write some short review on the assignment they have completed at the lesson, so they will have got the opportunity to understand what have you learned at the lesson, and not they are taking this information not only from the teacher but also with their peers. I guess it will be make their relationship like classmates more like stronger. And another one is which is great not only for students but also for us, for teachers, that is practicing world language skills. I guess that is a great opportunity for us as teachers of English to communicate with some other teachers from other districts, other countries, and to practice our language and to share something we have got for lessons. And that is also the opportunity for our students to practice their language and not to be limited by their classroom, by their classmates, and by only one teacher. And that will give them more opportunities to sharpen their language skills. If you want to know more about other functions, other opportunities, this application, you may check all websites which are, all links, sorry, which are given here. All of them are active. We use it at our practice, and we are ready to answer all questions you have got about this application. Thank you.
Okay, do you hear me, colleagues?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Good day, colleagues. My name is Dukimbayeva Gulnaz Mahmutovna, and I would like to present the final app that we use in our lessons frequently. It is called Padlet. Padlet is a digital canvas. In Padlet, the teacher can post texts, videos, and images from a mobile device or desktop, and it is possible to record a video. As you see, with the help of Padlet, we can make tasks for reading, listening, writing, and speaking. And also what we like about Padlet is that all students will be involved in completing tasks. You will see all answers of all students. Moreover, Padlet is suitable for collaborative work and creation of projects. Okay, so as I told previously, Padlet can be used for all 4 skills, and also it can be applied at all stages of a lesson. For example, as for icebreaker, you can ask your students to post information about themselves or about anything related to the topic, and you will see the answers of all students. Yes, I want to mention it, that you will be able to ask all students at the same time. In addition, you can ask students not to sign their posts and ask. Okay, next slide for pre-skills. Thank you. So, right, a teacher can employ reading or listening. A teacher asks students to post their predictions concerning the main idea of a text, or if it is a writing lesson, it is possible to brainstorm the ideas for essay, and they can post the ideas in the Padlet board. Also, it is an effective and quick way to systematize ideas generated in this phase of the lesson. Next slide, please. Padlet can be applied outside the classroom. You can assign homework with the help of Padlet. For example, you post a text and students should answer questions. They can record their answers in Padlet, so you will check not only their reading skill, but also speaking together with reading. Okay, and the final one. We have put useful links here that that will come in handy, and you will find other helpful features of Padlet. Okay, that is all.
Okay, good afternoon, dear colleagues. My name is Amir Muhammedov. I'm an English language teacher, and today I'm going to conduct the practical part of our session, of our webinar, and we will try to apply a Padlet on our common everyday teaching practice. So actually, you know that Padlet, that's a great tool to plan super creative and entertaining lessons. So I will show you how to use Padlet, how to apply multimedia tools of Padlet while planning the lessons. And after that, that's going to be your turn to plan some kind of lessons and lesson stages. So you will practice for yourself, of course.
Amir
So first of all,
Sergeyevich, I think that we have to be divided into groups, yeah?
yes. Yes, we have to be divided into groups. So we're going to move, we'll be arranged into various groups. And we will practice Padlet in groups.
Yeah, so just, let's wait, yeah?
Yeah, we'll meet there and start practicing.
I think we can move.
No, he will remove us.
Yeah, we shouldn't press any buttons.
Он пишет, раскидал по залам, должно было выйти окно, а я написала позже.
Мне вот, все, второй, да, я должна принять, да?
Да, я...
Но мы должны принять, да?
Да, если это ваше.
Тогда, Гульнас, мы должны войти же, четвертый.
Да. Welcome back, teachers.
Thank you.
So hello once again, dear colleagues. So you have just finished creating your own lessons, yeah, or stages of the lesson using different apps, especially Padlet, yeah. So, and now we just want to get the feedback, yeah. And in the chat box, please, you see the link and fill in the forms. And also you may use the chat box to leave the comments here or just use your mics.
I hope we'll have some volunteers here to express their
So
feedback.
please, teachers, share your opinions. How was your experience in practicing Padlet?
Ideas, thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
How else can you use this Padlet? Maybe you have some new ideas.
Okay.
That was difficult, but
I think
good.
yes, we can use it. Why not? It's really interesting, especially for students, for children, something new, not as usual, you know, WhatsApp or another one. We can do it. We can discuss, for example, here, as I understand.
Okay, thank you. Yeah,
Thank
somebody
you.
has troubles.
Or we can do a survey, for example, as in the picture.
So, and you may like conduct the whole lesson, yeah, using just a Padlet, yeah, and just don't use like WhatsApp and send some tasks, yeah, there. Just use a Padlet because
anyway, we have the time to understand how to use this platform,
yeah,
because it's hard to understand how to use for writing task or for another one. I understand it. We can use it for speaking, maybe not for speaking, I mean for discussion or for survey, but for others, I'm not sure yet.
Actually, we use it for writing. That was my practice when I have used it for summative assessment for the unit, for descriptive writing. That was easy. I have seen all my students typing their essays, and it was even easy to check them because you have got the topic. Yeah, you may place the descriptors, the questions they are required to answer. That's why it is even easy to use for writing, not only for speaking.
Yeah, so and practice makes perfect. Yeah, we have to practice a lot, of course.
And actually preparing our workshop, we have chosen all useful links. Of course, you need time to learn them, to practice firstly with maybe amount of students, and then you may share when you are professionals, when you know how to use it, yeah, when you know all features of this app, and you may choose even one or two. We are not suggesting you to use all of them. Choose one which is the best for you, for your students, for your practice, for your school, and that will be great.
I also wanted to mention actually there is a colleague talking about the Flipgrid, right? So actually in the presentation we've provided some links about Flipgrid, and there would be an upcoming webinar, okay, how to utilize Flipgrid in your practice. That would be in December if I'm not mistaken. So please do check out the link, and you can actually register for this webinar so that you'll have this opportunity with the native speakers and see how they also use it in their practice too. Okay.
Okay, if you ask about the interaction, that is easy, especially at distance learning. We just send our link to the chat, and all questions they also can ask, maybe ask in the chat. But in the same time, I see my students are working. I'm speaking about Padlet just now, and it's easy to comment even their mistakes during their writing. That's so helpful for you, for the students to know their mistakes and to correct them immediately.
Perhaps it's high time to start with our feedback, right? And then wrap up our session. What do you think?
The link was sent to the chat.
Sergey, do you have opportunity to see how many teachers answered?
Not yet, unfortunately. Diana Sultana, can you open, please?
Yeah, just a second.
Some colleagues cannot open the link.
So, colleagues, if you don't have an opportunity to open the link, just answer or type in our chat box what new ideas or information have you learned from this session, and how will this information impact your teaching practice. Just 1 or 2 sentences. Or you just can tell briefly.
Sergey, do you have opportunity to send these questions here to the chat? Is it possible now?
So I'll try.
I guess even this kind of feedback will be enough for us.
So the first question is in the chat. So, and the second one.
Okay, dear colleagues, I also sent you the presentation, which you can find in the chat. It's called Online Seminar Friday Zoom. So also please download it.
Masilhan, did you send the presentation or the link to the drive?
The presentation particularly.
Presentation here in the chat.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, I hope everyone was able to share their feedback, right?
Yes, I guess so.
Finish on this. Thank you, colleagues, for participation.
Yes, word wall is free for use, but only if you use some templates. I mean, limited amount of templates, yeah, about 5. If you need to use more, of course, you need to pay for that. The same thing is with Padlet. You may use only 5 boards or 4 boards for free, but if you want to use more, you need to pay for that. You need subscription.
So no one fills in the form.
I guess they had some difficulties with the count because that's especially for Microsoft. Maybe we had to change the settings here before sending the form. But we have got a lot of feedback here in the chat. I guess that's precious.
So let's finish at this, colleagues, right?
Yeah, it's high time to finish because we are sitting here more than it was planned.
Thank you very much for participating in the seminar.
So thank you, colleagues. Wish you good luck in your teaching practice. Try all 3 apps. They are really useful. You'll find them very useful.
Thank you, students, especially those who were active during seminar and who shared your screens and shared your practice made during the practice time.
Thank you very much, colleagues. So hope you will be doing well with your upcoming lessons. And try to apply Padlet.
Not only Padlet, actually, other apps are also great for using.
Yeah, Flipgrid.
Actually.
Flipgrid is for speaking. Wordwall is for vocabulary.
Yeah, and Padlet is for writing mostly.
Great for speaking.
So thank you. Goodbye, and
Yeah.
hope to see you soon.
Yeah, goodbye. Thank you for participation.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.